Thibodeau asking, is this an invite-only game? Slightly. I think this was organized and put together by JWin. If you are looking to get on the list in any of our games, again, contact 512-953-8388 here at Palm Social. JWin now here going to raise with the old walking sticks, the 77s, the Luka Doncic. And DQ going to put in the pre-flop 3-bet here to 525. And this pull and fight Matt Berkey to come along here with the ace jack. Because now back here to JWin. I've almost never seen a player opt for a 4-bet here. It is almost assuredly a call or fold spot. Every once in a while, somebody will surprise you here and toss in something wild, but I think JWin definitely wants to keep DQ in the pot. And kind of gets to use DQ as a buffer here through Berkey through multi-way action. So it's going to come out 3-3 deuce. One of the few boards that actually is an overpair here for JWin. DQ going to check, and Berkey here in position on both these players with a 1.7K pot.
I've heard that from my guy friends a bit though, where they're like, "Oh, it's really hard on me because now my."
There you go. There's Matt here with the bet. Drops it down here to 425.
I think more than anything, if I find someone who like also gets in there, changes diapers, like takes care of it.
Brings in the call here for JWin, and I imagine DQ. Even if he had absolute trash here, we'll take it one more street. Does 6 turns. And now from Berkey's perspective, you're called in 2 different spots here. Go ahead and knuckle it and take it here to the river, which will be a 10. So unless DQ has got a monster buried under there, or some kind of Jack 10, 10-9 type of hand, he's reaching for chips.
And when I was there, I saw a lot of like dads with their kids.
The bet put down is probably going to drive out everybody. And this is where JWin gets really put into the pressure cooker here against the hand, against an opponent that you're not even necessarily sure if he's looked at his cards. So I think in some of these spots when it comes to river situations, you're just going to be opting to have to call more, just accepting the fact that there's going to be a little bit more variance involved, and DQ is going to have a hell of a lot wider range of hands. And the 7's going to be good. The Luka Doncic from way downtown. Good here for your boy JWin. Loves the game, so it is nice to have here in this environment. So this game gets a little bit more shorthanded. Let's do this. All right, we've got our first ever super chat beyond the stream. My good friend John Shack tossing in $10, so he officially gets to be the first ever super chatter, I guess, on our live stream. So there's like 10 more bucks in my pocket. I'd live with that. Heck yeah. All right, let's do this. A lot you can get with 10 bucks these days. All right, DQ here with the 3-bet to ace, so excuse me, 3-bet to 1.3K with ace jack. JWin with pocket 9s. Is just going to call. Let's go heads up. All right, 10, 5, 7. Jamin Bird saying, man, does that one chair really throws off the whole look, or am I just crazy? I don't know. Like, it's DQ's personal chair. He likes to be comfortable when he plays, so. I don't know, I guess the white and black is kind of an interesting mixture with his suit. Again, he came full out decked casino, or tuxedo. Bet of 1.3 here by JWin. We'll see. Yep, okay, so he's got a straight draw with his pair. Some overs for DQ. We'll float him, float him, float him. And there's a jack here on the end. DQ gets there. Here in a 5.4K pot. Curious spot here from JWin's perspective as to like, what in the hell did DQ possibly hit here? What in the hell?
The real question is, Queen Jack of Clubs is good.
Queen Jack of Clubs. I'll figure it out.
JWin now here going to go in the tank as he could understand that DQ could have missed clubs. He could attempt to be betting second pair or third pair. Third pair beats, second pair he does not. DQ can be so wide, I think that some opponents just feel like I have to call here. Like it's DQ. He could have anything here. And that winds up being the case. So DQ picking up the money. Sitting with over 46,700. I know John Henry. Wait, don't feel bad for us in the Northeast because you all have your fair share of bad weather. Well, I mean, that's not something normally that you have to do, is to be like, you know, I'm going to get ready for a hurricane. So, all right, we have got ourselves a PLO bomb pot, and it looks like it is John Chen here with 9 high diamonds. And do we load up any other hands? Does anybody else have anything? Anybody? There's ace high diamonds here for Steven. So flop flush between both John and Steven, and DQ, it looks like top and bottom 2 pair. And looking around here, the other, it looks like JWin here with bottom 2, which I would presume he's going to fold. I know he's getting a little bit more experience out in the PLO streets, but I think even in PLO, even when you feel like you're up against the, you know, little loosey-goosey player sometimes, even that's still not my favorite. Oh, goodness. 8's full of 4s. So what the hell do I know? Let's be results-oriented. JWin fills up. It is still a hand that you're not exactly in love with. But I think after it gets checked through, if we don't see a big overcard, which, well, there's 1. So 10's full here for DQ. JWin pulled ahead on the turn, and DQ took it right back. Here with 10's full of 4s in this 3.3K PLO bomb pot. JWin's going to bet it here. He's going to be awfully disappointed, but now DQ absolutely can't. I mean, there's no reasonable way that I think he can raise this, but he may attempt to do so. He is going to raise this up here to 5K. I guess he would maybe feel like that potentially 8's what, like, oh, JWin's going to get lured into this too. Folks, this is not for the faint of heart. This is going to be a little painful here for JWin when he commits, if he commits to this, because even action players make hands, and a $14,800 pot as the River 10 brings it home here for our front DQ. As let's play it. Fantastic. So, action game here tonight at Palm Social. Again, our second ever live stream here at Live at the Palms. And again, if you're checking this out on the archive, again, hit the like button for us, click subscribe, share the good link and the good word out to everyone. There's a new live stream in town here in Austin, Texas, and now a long way to go for us, but to get off and running with this kind of game with Matt Berkey, with Lynn, DQ here in the house, and also some very, very other good players here in the mix. It is a very well put together list. And A game we hope to have a little bit more frequently. As Carlo, the chat is here. The chat is here has entered the building. Carlo actually made a guest appearance on my Instagram story.
Yeah. I've asked him to post it.
Check that out at Hoops Mike. I was definitely in my feelings last night, so we appreciate y'all being here. As
I would have had the same bow as him, right? That's how we are.
let's carry on here live at the Palms.
Are you going to Miyagi that? You were going to Miyagi that.
Bro.
Right,
is,
but
I'm not-
my question was
No,
if
no,
my
no,
hand
no,
was 10, 9, 8,
Ace
7,
is now here for JWin, so
one diamond,
potential
maybe 0 diamond.
revenge spot as he will most assuredly get action from DQ.
How much was the flop then?
500. 500 into 18.
DQ is going to put in a 3 bet for 1.3K.
If 10, 9, 8,
Now for
7,
JWin, do you set the
you'll
trap?
have the flop.
Oh, wait, you 3 pick. No,
He's got just less than, let's say, 6.3K, so say he does fall.
It's not a bad fold.
It looks like
I'm
he
still thinking about the last
dropped on here, 2.8K, so stack the pot ratio just about 2, and there we go, 10, and 4 of these, all spades. JWin here with the ace of spades, DQ with the 8 of spades. A legendary card, but unfortunately when it's not held by our good friend Matt Steamdola, I don't know if it has just as many powers. JWin putting some acting on here. Gonna check it dark here too, it looks like. Does 4 on the end, so after it goes check, check. Pot built up to about 4.8K. JWin just under that at 4.3 is going to be hunting for some value as putting out the blocks and the pinks.
Even though I got a plastic here with the spade, I'm going to fold it. Since I'm going to see it, you can tell me or you can wait to see it.
2.5K river bet is actually going to bring out the fold here from DQ.